We are now 2 decades into the new century, and since the year 2000, we have witnessed something remarkable. More than 350 books have been published explaining in detail the falsification of theism, especially Christianity. This has never happened before, ever. My name is David Madison, an ex-clergy atheist. This is the 7th of December 2019. I have collected these titles into what I call the Cure for Christianity library. Just type those words into Google and you'll find it. I have found lots of amazing, devastating quotes in these books, hence this series of flash podcasts, Cure for Christianity Knockout Quotes, in homage to Mark Twain's comment that the best cure for Christianity is reading the Bible. Now we have a lot more books to read. This is episode 1 of this series. Sam Harris wrote in his 2004 book, The End of Faith, quote, "Theology is now little more than a branch of human ignorance. Indeed, it is ignorance with wings," unquote. Thousands of books have been written about Christian theology, but in these you won't find any actual information about God. You'll discover what theologians say and claim about God and how much they disagree with each other. It's all speculation, guesswork, assumptions, because there are no data about God, no hard evidence. A long time ago, I began writing in the margins of these books, how does he know this? And how do theologians learn to talk like this? Their talk about God can be eloquent, it can be impressive, and other theologians savor and appreciate the flights of fantasy. Maybe this is why Harris said that theology is ignorance with wings. But for those outside academia, theological shop talk is pretty dreary. Eventually, I came up with a word for it, theobabble. I've written that word a lot, too, in the margins of theology books. Now, this is why Sam Harris is precisely correct that theology is a branch of human ignorance. Theists have never been able to rise to the challenge. Please tell us where we can find reliable, verifiable data about God. And all theists must agree, yes, that's where to find it. Why? How is this too much to ask? They've never been able to do it because theists don't trust each other. They can't and don't agree about the supposed sources of God knowledge, God data. The usual suspects, of course, are Scripture, revelation, visions, prayers. But just think about it. Theists cannot agree on whose Scriptures are authentic. Jews dismiss the New Testament. Christians don't give a damn about the Quran. And almost everyone thinks that the Book of Mormon is a joke, except for indoctrinated Mormons. Catholics are big on their visions. The Virgin Mary shows up all over the world. And Protestants are pretty sure that this is all nonsense. Jews, Christians, Muslims, Mormons do a lot of praying, but their prayers tell them vastly different things about God. Why aren't we suspicious? We're asking for reliable, verifiable data that everyone can trust. Theologians posture and pretend, but now it is harder and harder for them to get away with it. We're told that God is the most powerful force in the universe, all-knowing and present everywhere, yet how strange is this? He can't be detected in reliable, verifiable ways. It's almost as if he doesn't exist. Duh. And sorry, that old excuse, he's very mysterious, just doesn't cut it. Theologians have been chattering on about God for millennia, making things up as they go along. They may convince themselves, but Sam Harris has called it correctly. Theology is a branch of human ignorance, and many serious thinkers have been clipping their wings.